Why are there hundreds of millions of gamers still refusing to upgrade to the PlayStation 5? We are now in 2025 and the rumors are swirling about the PlayStation 6 to come as early as 2027. Yet the PS4 remains a beast in terms of numbers, and let's break down why that possibly might be. So, first off, the timing. The PS5 launched in 2020 at the peak of COVID, but we've already been hearing whispers about the PS6 coming in 2027 to 2028, even before the PS5's production. For PS4 owners, it feels like we're halfway into the next generation, and why drop $500 on a PS5 now if the PS6 is going to be looming at around the same price range, especially when the PS4 still does the job? Well, one other reason about the PS4 and the PS5 upgrade is about the money, right? The finances of gamers out there and how PS Plus still is required to be purchased to play online in PS5. People thought that even with PS Plus being used to play online on the PS4, that they might change it back to the PS3 system where it's free to play online, similar to how it is on PC. But PS and PlayStation, Sony, they kept their PlayStation Plus subscription model, making it that if you want to play online games that are not free to play, you need a PS Plus subscription to do so. But PS4 players, especially a lot of them that I personally know, they really do enjoy playing games like Fortnite, Warzone, and Rocket League, which obviously do not require that PS Plus subscription, which is a massive amount of savings that you can be putting into some other more important things, or just to, instead of upgrading to a console where you may not be playing any other games, it just doesn't make sense, right? If you are a gamer that really enjoys Fortnite, Warzone, and Rocket League, why switch over to the PS5 if that you're getting similar kind of performance, and at the same time you're not going to be needing to play those other games anyways, so why upgrade, right? Now the other reason is the physical games, right? Even nowadays the PS5 is being released with no disc drive, so the digital edition models, and physical media is getting to a point where it is very difficult to be seeing a strong future with it, right? I feel like the PS6 will no longer have a disc drive, which is unfortunate. Hopefully Sony does decide to keep it, but the PS4 digital games are dirt cheap now. You can grab physical copies of games like FIFA, Madden, Call of Duty, or other great story games like Uncharted and Last of Us for like $5 to $20. And let's be real, most sports and competitive games don't really see a major upgrade year to year, right? It's not really a generational gap between the games. Even if you buy like the launch version of FIFA compared to like the newer days EAFC games, it's not a big jump, right? But that is just what the PS4 players want to do, right? They want to play the games that they like, and it doesn't make sense for them to upgrade to the next generation. But developers also still support the PS4, right? And even the PS3. Shockingly, developers are still making PS4 versions of new games. Look at like Call of Duty Black Ops 6, for example, where Call of Duty, EA Sports, and even GTA 6, they all know that the PS4 audience is too big to ignore. And that's where Rockstar Games and Sony and Microsoft are banking, that when GTA 6 releases only to the PS5 and Xbox Series S and X consoles at launch, that gamers will rush out and buy an upgraded console like the PS5 or the Xbox Series S or X to be playing the game that has been the most long awaited product out there in terms of entertainment space, which is GTA 6, right? But don't forget the PS3, right? The PS3 still has millions of active players. Maybe not hundreds of millions like the PS4, but still has millions of players. And for a 17-year-old console that isn't dead, why would the PS4 also be, right? Still, a lot of people play their jet engine, loud sounding PS4 consoles, or the better PS4 Pro, right? The PS4 Pro is still much a reliable console, and it still supports a lot of great different screens as well. But here's the kicker for the tech savvy gamers, right? PS4s on firmware 9.0 or lower can be jailbroken and homebrewed with the Gold Hen, right? To add mods, install game backups, etc. But let's just say alternative gaming options without even mods. A PS4 Pro with a fresh batch of thermal paste is still crushing 1080p gaming and hitting 60 frames per second in titles like God of War and etc., which is still makes it a very good tank of a console. Now, another reason why gamers might not be switching is because their entertainment setups or their monitors are not ready or upgraded yet, right? For example, most gamers that have not upgraded to like the 4K 120 Hz monitors or TVs, the PS5's full power needs that gear to really see a difference visually, right? And if you're still rocking a 1080p TV or display, the PS4 Pro looks as good as you can get on those displays. There's no need to really upgrade your console or your setup if you still have that, right? But there's one game that might finally break that cycle, like I said previously, GTA 6, right? This is something that very much hypes up consoles, right? Gamers that haven't played for years or even decades will come back to play this game because of how much hype it has around it, and that how long it takes for Rockstar to produce a GTA title. People that aren't even like gamers or avid gamers will buy a PlayStation or will buy an Xbox just to experience the entertainment factor of Grand Theft Auto and what it has to offer, right? So that is something that people will definitely upgrade for. So there you have it, right? Are you still team PlayStation 4, or are you thinking in the near future to upgrade to the PS5 or even the potential PS6? Let me know in the comments down below. And it's been your boy Optage. I will catch you guys all in my next video. Goodbye.